Well, Lib, what a fantastic rehearsal.
It was. It's good to have everyone working so well together and have the voices just beautifully melding and coming together. It's just gorgeous.
So beautiful individual voices, but what an ensemble sound.
Definitely. And I think the choral work in this is what really sets it apart from other operas that you'll have heard because of all that beautiful crunchiness we've got going on.
You've written the words, this is your creative baby.
Yes.
Tell me about how you've worked with Brenton Broadstock, who I was privileged to study with. How you found working with someone of that sort of calibre of writer?
Oh, look, it's incredible. I mean, having someone of his, as you say, of his calibre say, look, what you've done is really good work, is really gratifying and a little scary at the same time. But he's really, very collaborative in the way he works and, wants to know about the story and the drama so that he can bring that into the music. And I think he really has brought that ambiance of what we're trying to achieve, both, dramatically on the stage, but also in the voices and the ensemble, the orchestral ensemble. But he's also, very sensitive to how the voices work and what they're doing and making sure that the story is told, which is the paramount thing for him and for me.
Yes, of course, it's a very unique story, and because my little connection with the military is quite powerful because I hear the stories in this particular piece of music are ones that I've heard for many years about these wonderful and unsung heroes of that tragic period in our history. So the other part about this that I liked is that the colours that Brenton has written into the music, he also knows how to create the tension, and then they're not quite always the full release, but they're certainly, he knows how to let the pressure off, which is, I think, is a unique part of his writing, but it's also very powerful in telling this great story. It
is, and I think, just like in life, you don't always get the pressure released completely. I think, and that gives it that beautiful thing that we can really relate to as a real story, as, because I interviewed lots of women and other servicemen in researching and getting the stories for this show. And just seeing how even now there's still that little bit of tension in their voice when they talk about these things is really powerful, and I'm very grateful to them for sharing their stories with me and in turn our audiences.
Well, I'm excited to be doing the production, and we've got great musicians, great singers, and I think we've created a beautiful boutique performance venue, which is at Somerville House, and I think that's going to be beautiful, and the images are going to be great as well. So I think we've got a wonderful, exciting new product for the Australian people and for our veterans community as well. But more than anything else, I think it's about telling yet another part of our history in music, which is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Libby, for writing such a beautiful libretto.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to work with the nurses and yourself getting it ready. But I think, Australian stories for Australians are really important and often aren't done. We often look overseas for our content, and I think having these stories told is really important, but also, as you say, it's part of our history and we should know about these things.
Thank you very much.